and online we have other than the only poet. Oh man, like how you doing? What's going on? Let's chop it up a bit before we get too much into the story. We wanna let some people join in so they can hear what you got going on. You know what I mean? So yeah. How was the day? No, the microphone's off now. Where is it? There we go.
Can you hear me?
Now I got you. All right, we got some people in the room too. So where are you right now? Where are we talking to you from?
I live in Oklahoma City.
All right. So I think you're the first man from OKC that I've been able to connect with. So you know what I mean? That's dope. It's a first here for the Terrell Effect. I'm trying to get this link to you right now so we can get that going. There we go. I'm going to share that to you so you could send it to whomever. And yeah, I'm just trying to change something quick. I got my Spotify on here. I got to edit the bio and put sharetheshock.ca, or actually sharetheshock.ca. Now we got some things happening in the coming weeks. Man, I don't want to let too much out. I mean, the obvious is the Culture Shock magazine. We're going to be releasing that by the end of next week, beginning of. It's going to sum up they went for a Black History theme, and I figure I would tell some stories of some artists, and you're one of the artists that is going to be featured in a Q&A in this month's Culture Shock magazine.
That's fire.
Yeah, give me a second. I got an artist calling in from Jamaica. Hold on. Yes, King. It's all good.
Yeah, the phone now, because it's spoiled. And then if you call me, we can't call anybody at the battery is not so good.
Okay. Okay.
The battery stick and how long if you call it, brother.
It's all good. A true say, I'm live right now on the podcast.
Okay, brother.
Yes, King. Yeah, we're online with the Only Poet.
Yeah, Mikey, send the video come here.
No, I didn't reach it. I didn't receive the video yet, as yet.
Okay. So everything good, though.
Everything blessed, King.
I'm glad to hear that, man. Cause me in the hospital for 5 days, you know.
Really? What catch you?
No, man, good man. I just got accidents going with juvenile. You know, good thing, and like the one that lick me out. Hospital, man.
Hey, jeez. You have to take better care of yourself, you know.
Right, that I come up from hospital around Tuesday. So I'm there now, one call a long time, but the phone I give me a problem.
All right, cool. Well, the day I see you, you know, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I want you to roast to say husband dead.
Oh, jeez. My condolences. That's unfortunate.
See, I'm sick with the thing and dead, you know. Call me and tell me.
Lord of God. Not no good, you know. That not good, but we have to hold on to what health we have, you know.
We go to my Facebook.
You
can see me online.
Yeah, man, for true. Well, you know, it's off to camp, you know.
Yeah.
But let me look you back a little later.
No.
Yeah, man, live right now. Tune in and share the link now. Yes, King.
Respect in the boss.
Not every time, King. Bless up.
Brother.
Yes, I. All right, cool. So that was Junior Barkley from Jamaica calling in. You know what I mean? Wow, like there's a couple of firsts happening. You know what I mean? My first OKC connection. You know what I mean? The first international call I think I've handled online. Usually I wait until after, but I was just like, I didn't want to miss the man's call because I missed it the last time he called, and I know how I feel when, you know what I mean, I call a man and I don't get a hold of them, so it's all good. I want to thank everybody who's watching. You got the bar cam, you got the block cam, and you got the guest for the afternoon, the only poet. So I don't want to give away too much, but the way you got your name is kind of epic.
Yeah.
It's special, you know what I mean? Like, I got my name from one of my boys in school, you know? But, like,
Right.
you were dubbed this by an actual poet, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get a little bit of the backstory on that.
I was in high school. I had gotten a poem published, and in the Buffalo Philharmonic, they were performing it. They had made like a song rendition to my poem.
Okay.
Shorty had did like a dance to it. It was fire. And this famous poet from Buffalo, Lucille Clifton, she was there and she read a poem, and they had like kids from all over Western New York come there and read poetry, and they had like short stories in this book and everything. And after I read my poem, she told me she felt like I was the only real poet that was there. So I just ran with that ever since then.
Wow. Okay. I felt nice when my grade 8 teacher kept my poetry book. But like, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to Mr. Kalish, first of all. If anybody still talks to him, you know what I mean? Forward him this and let him know you got a shout out this many years later.
Right.
But that's real dope to know that someone actually saw your credentials, right? And was able to like give you something motivational to work with. You know what I mean? Like, to be dubbed that. And I bet that, like, from there, I know I would have felt a ways. So, like, how did you feel being dubbed that moniker?
I just been trying to live up to it ever since then.
Okay. True. Yeah, man. So I heard some of your tracks. Man, I heard some of your tunes that you were playing while we were setting up and everything. You know what I mean? So I guess we gotta get into the history a little bit. When did you first start like writing poetry, like making music for, I guess, the masses or more than yourself?
I probably first started writing in like 04, 05, and then maybe I didn't like first record like an actual track other than like, on some tape recorder phone type bullshit until like 2008 maybe. But ever since then though, ever since my first couple of studio sessions, I really just got super serious with, like you said, making music for more than just myself.
Okay, all right, that's dope. I was just going there and it's like, wait a minute now. I didn't think I had that much music from you, but I got a few tracks. I got a few tracks here. You know what I mean? A couple tracks we could play. Because I want to get a little bit, I want to get the viewers more insight into the man that is the only poet. You know what I mean? We're gonna chop it up for a bit, and then I'm gonna play some tunes. We can talk over them. You know what I mean? But like, I don't want. I want to listen to them because I've heard a couple of them. Like, when I first heard "Goddamn," I was just like, man, that's blasphemy. Then I went up and like hit a nigga with a goddamn guy. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right. Shouts out to my homie Tony Tone. That's a bop.
Yeah, man, it was popping. I was just like, all right, cool, cool. So then, but true say, whenever I know I have the artist coming on, I like to wait until I have them on so they can get a genuine reaction of like how I feel about the tunes. Because my face tells no lies, you know what I mean? Like I could, yeah, that's great. You know what I mean? But I didn't get that vibe from the did hear of yours. So I wanna introduce the world to them. But like, okay, so well, at least my part of the world to them. So the next question I have to ask you is, what's the driving force behind your pursuit? Like, what makes you make music?
Um, I I think what really the hunger that I have to make music is created by the lack of hunger of others. Like uh just just thinking about how people have used music instead of to inspire only to make money off it, that sort of just infuriates me. So I think I just write with the passion of creating for a purpose.
This man speaks prophetically. My dude said he's writing for with a passion to speak for a purpose. Like that's that. Like as simple as that statement might come across, it's very complex because there's people who are just out there rhyming with bat as they sat or shat. You know what I mean? But then there's
Yeah,
people actually structuring something that has context with the function and purpose to make convex. You know what I mean?
right.
So and that's the thing, like real I find now it's like I guess more people are tired of the mumbling and the glorification and are ready to hear and see, you know what I mean, they're ready to put down something that is palatable, like something that will make them think, something that'll make them dance. So, you know, there's a lot that goes into this, and I don't think the listener is given enough to understand this is made possible. Like,
Me either. Uh I wish they was, but then I wish a lot of things was like that. I wish people knew when they sit down at a restaurant in America that that server is making $2 an hour. So when you sit there and you buy $100 worth of food, that server is gonna pay the the person who gonna clean the table 3% of what you spend. So when you come and spend $100, I'm gonna pay the person who cleaned the table 30 cents. So if you leave $0, I'm paying for you to sit there and eat. I want people to know that
whew,
serving is not only necessary, but it's mandatory. I wish everybody knew what first responders and firefighters and cops is really going to when they come up to a scene and you don't really know what's going on. You can't really tell, but it's present danger. I wish people knew the inner workings of my fiance, her small business, my man sitting here with 1,000 art pieces. It's inner workings to a lot that if people knew more about, they probably would respect more. But this, the curtain been back on hip hop for 10 or 15 or 20 years about how it really works, how it really goes, and people don't care. People don't care. You can see who really putting in work in their craft and why they get respect for it and who don't. Um, I don't know.
you know, but my inside, I'm not even sure it sums it up, bro. It's just, and glad that you touched base on that because like first responders, essential. My sister's an essential worker now. People don't even look at grocery store attendants as anything but like slaves
Right.
to their labor. But they go through
Right.
a whole bunch of stuff. People mistreat them. People get angry at them for sales not being marked properly. They get dragged through the mud for, you know, their manager's decision. And people don't see that stuff. So when I know people are going through that, it's like one of the things because I'm an advocate outside of the music and everything. So when I hear someone has a problem, I speak to the problem. You know what I mean? Sometimes they don't even want me to do that shit, but I do it anyways. So, like, the grocery stores now, they have this thing where you get points. Like certain grocery stores, you can get points for shopping, right? But even in that, the representatives of the grocery store can only use it so many times because they don't want to get dinged for like a fraudulent act. So
Right.
there's things, man. There's things that happen. I did some calculations for some people I know the other day, and in the time they've been in Canada, collectively they've made $3 million, if not more. Right?
Wow.
And of that $3 million, at least close to $1 million has been taxed. You know what I mean? But they're entitled to something off of those taxes, and they're still not getting what they're entitled to. So it's like, how are you gonna work for 30 years? Things that people need to understand. These are things that people need to see and understand why artists like ourselves who see the system and see the machine don't want to get ground up in the gears. How am I going to work for 30 years for you, give you everything I have while I'm working, and then not be able to have a roof over my head? You know what I mean? Pay for my insurance, fucking put my child through school. It doesn't make sense. A lot of people are paying for houses that they're working 70, 90 hours a week to own. And then by the end of the day, they're spending 20, 40 hours at their house. I don't want to spend more time out of the thing I'm paying. Madness, man, madness. So I guess the question, I bring that up to say, what is your biggest grievance right now with the industry?
My grievance is not with the industry. My grievance is with the constituents. My grievance is with the people who paying their hard-earned money. My grievance is with the label heads. My grievance is with the artists.
Oh shit.
The industry is just that. It's that business, but it's about the inner workings. Serving tables, essential work, small business don't have to be cutthroat. It don't have to be bottom of the barrel, crabbed in a bucket, but it's the people who inside of it who continue to make it that. Stocks and bonds don't have to be fucking robbery for the small guy and the 1% making everything, but it's the people who inside of it who continue to let it work like that, who continue to pay into it, that keep that up.
Okay.
Hip hop is one of the biggest grossing things, I mean, in entertainment. So the fact that the quality of music is so low while the payout is so high and the buy-in is so high, that's my problem.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with people talking about but I'd really like to know how they went about making it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did you invest in a rental property? Did you save up your RRSPs? Did you buy a stock or bond? Were you flipping cars? You know what I mean? Like, what did you do to accrue? Because nobody starts at the top. A lot of people, I'll tell you right now, like my story, like from where I was 8 years ago to where I am, some people might not think it ain't nothing. But for me, I know I'm going forward, and that's all I can be thankful for. You know what I mean? As long as I'm not in that situation that I was in yesterday, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not struggling to pay my statements. I'm not, you know what I mean, worried about the property managers trying to get me booted out of here. You know what I mean? There's too much that's going on, and I want the problem that I have is if I've managed to get to this point and I didn't have the great, like people didn't have the greatest perspective of me, how many other people can get to where they're going if somebody just says, hey, you know what, I see you working, I see what you're doing, and that's part of why this show is the way it is, because you know what I mean, like everyone's something, and that thing they do does have an effect on the things around them, right? It was just, I decided on this show because I wanted to show people to people. And like, you know what I mean? Like, and Ezra was right. Like, I can feel your wavelength. You know what I mean? You're not here in it for yourself. You want to see change. You want to see something happen. You want to see people use their talents for the great. I don't know if it's for the greater good or for their own benefit or what have you, but it, like, yeah, I can get with that state of mind. You know what I mean? Side note, that picture behind you is epic. Like, I envisioned all of the haters just, oh man.
I would be remiss if I didn't say, shouts to West Side Gun. Pray for Paris. It's one of the better albums of last year. Buffalo, New York is moving on the music scene. Johnny Armani, Griselda, myself, all making moves out of somewhere where music haven't been so prevalent. So happy to see everybody supporting everybody.
Yeah, it was actually Johnny Armani who put me on to you. Actually, he's like, you know what? I know this man's making some waves. I think you should get him on the show. I was like, all right, cool. Send me his contact. Then I saw your name. Can I be honest with you? I saw your name. I'm like, wait a minute. Divine achievements bring life's opportunity carrying knowledge. This nigga got a high chest. But then I heard the story of your name and I'm just like, okay, he was dubbed this. It's not like he just woke up one day and was like,
right.
I'm the only poet. You know what I mean? You were actually, someone gave you that name. So I'm just like, I shared a poem and it's like, it's like too much to somebody's life. At the end of the day, this is all we know about it. So, you know what I mean? Like, I say that because I need to check myself, you know what I mean, in that aspect. So, I guess, have you ever experienced harsh criticisms because of your name? Like, has anyone, like, have you ever gone to a performance and had someone, like, give you a hard time because of it?
Sure I have. Face to face all the time, but I watched the Joe Budden podcast. Liked it a lot. One of the guys on there, I had shared them some of my music. I used a vocal sample from the podcast on a track. Asked him, what he thought about it. He replied and told me he thought, based on what I thought, how highly I thought about myself, via my name, that I, wouldn't make no waves, couldn't make no splash really. So I just use that as motivation type shit.
Yeah, okay. So you got a fan base, so to speak. What's that? Okay. Still here?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, no, that's good. That's definitely good motivation. Because you got their attention.
Right.
So it's just a matter of keeping that attention. But speaking of attention, I want to show some love for the sponsors, our latest sponsors for the Savage Circle. Solicious Pepper. Yeah. You You see them pepper? Soulicious pepper sauce. Too hot for tech. XX Inferno. We have 2 flavor. Bring one for your friend or even your neighbor. Soulicious pepper sauce. Look on the ingredient. No fat in it. And we have spices, yes. Soulicious pepper sauce. We have the niceness. Put it in your drink and spice it up, yes. Soulicious pepper sauce. We have apron too. So worth to eat. Just right for you. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I'll never get tired of that. Oh, man. Okay, so what happened was, I think my dude just got bumped for a minute. Okay, there we go. There he's at. There he's at. All right. Shout outs to DUI, who's monitoring the set. My colleague, as he puts it, as we put it, yes. Okay, so yeah, so we're here and we're just jamming right now. We got the only poet. As you can see, it's upside down for you, but shout outs to SBE, Smooth Boys Empire, Smooth Boys Entertainment, Smooth Boys Everything, everywhere. You know what I mean? They're doing their thing. Got a track by King JD and J Mac. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling a little stressed myself. You know what I mean? We'll play that later. But, how long have people? They've been listening 5 minutes or so. So maybe I should just drop some tracks and let them feel the flow, kind of thing. Okay, this is the Hot 97 freestyle. All right. Do I have instrumentals on here? I should have some instrumentals on here and just get some people to freestyle and whatnot. But over the line, it's kind of hard sometimes. So let's play some of this music and show y'all what they out of. Because yeah, like he made a good point. He mentioned Johnny Armani. He mentioned hold on a second. He mentioned Johnny Armani. He mentioned Griselda. He mentioned himself. You know what I mean? A lot of people would even say Dave East is out of the Buffalo, right?
No. Dave East out of New York City, but
New York City. Okay.
Well,
okay. Yeah. Just out of. I heard just outside of Buffalo, kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah. So you know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there, and like I'm not gonna lie. My motives are a little selfish where it comes to the name of the company, Expose the North. We go there and beyond, but like I'm trying to bring people to Canada. We got the second largest landmass. We got all kinds of good shit happening up here. We just want like the right-minded people to be up here and network and collaborate and build and develop. So, you know, that's just me. That's why I say Expose the North, because we got a lot of stuff happening up in Canada. You can even ask anybody who's up here. A lot of people have a different opinion, but for the most part, it's pretty decent still. So we got the Hot 97 freestyle. I don't want to peek that out right there. Let's go.
A lot of different rules allowed for. Yeah, it's just different rules now, but this era is definitely way easier to get on in this era. Like you can, it's kids recording like music in their basement. The world can hear it. It's on the strip out, even though we'll get on the this era.
The crazy part is niggas got hits that I don't fuck with. The crazy part is niggas got hits that I don't fuck with. The crazy part is niggas got hits that I don't fuck with. The crazy part is niggas got hits that I don't fuck with. I don't wrote thousands of raps and plenty public. Worked on my vocab and I don't get no sleep and still watch Block Boy get a feature with Davies and still watch Block Boy get a feature with Davies. Everybody capping the wave that dumb us down, got us looking sick to these white folks who come around. Everybody getting a body. The crazy part is niggas got hits that I don't fuck with. I done wrote thousands of raps and plenty public. Worked on my vocab and I don't get no sleep and still watch Block Boy get a feature with Davies. Everybody capping the wave that just dumb us down, got us looking sick to these white folks who come around. Everybody getting a body. Shit for real sick when I'm just bodying beats. About to kill this, the only poet. Moving in motion, get it going, uplifting, puffing piff, reach for the youth. MP3s and loops got me seeing the truth. Crossover, all these lost souls, what? Country who made it up? We must rearrange the luck, the way my race is snuffed. To be clutch as fuck, when enough, we gon' toughen up and rise against the hatred, they flagrant it, so they racist, can stay flagrant and make it, so they racist, can stay flagrant and make it, so they racist, can still say it. It seem on every occasion we get away with Nathan without no hesitation. They be erasing the youth. Feel safe with a gun. Niggas raising their sons like we apes on a hunt. Niggas basically done how they force us to think. When they force us is weak, we can all live in peace. My man's right in the booth. I don't want him writing letters. I gotta keep. I'm ready for any weather. Better with no Beretta. My cheddar put me at ease. The weed don't let me sleep. The G's is curious, uncut. The system is straight fuck. The poor get raped up. They move, now that's luck. Loaded and stacked up. Messages in the music, the blessings that I could do it. The mic is congruent.
The system is fucking twisted. Life ain't what it seems. Steady tripping on the lucid squares. Having lucid dreams. High as fuck. Walking the tightrope, trying to hold the choke as I inhale the smoke. But a nigga got a coat on, snatching niggas' throats. I captain my own shit, motherfucker, roll your boat. Y'all niggas scared I'm blind, but I see the shine. I'm again in due time. See up on my history. My coach is not my enemy. School's poisoning our children. Public system ain't no friend to me. Gotta unplug, gotta wake up, cause it's Jacob. Killing niggas and suspended with pay getting caked up. White men raped us, left us faceless. We gotta make cuts, gotta fight for our fucking rights. Sometimes you need war just so you can breathe peace. Sometimes you gotta resist to pulling up that fucking leash. Our numbers is getting thin, my niggas dying as we speak. And the thought of something like that makes me motherfucking weak. Walking to my whip, wondering if I am next. The fact that I even gotta think that shit leaves me vexed. We can't de-stress with these chains around our necks. Instead of out making plays, y'all niggas just making tight rope. Trying to hold back the choke as I inhale the smoke. But a nigga got a coat on, snatching niggas' throats. I captain my own shit.
In the goddamn.
Y'all niggas stirred out.
Hit a nigga with the goddamn. 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 Hit a nigga with the goddamn.
Yeah, this is one
Hit a
for
nigga
close
with
sure.
the goddamn. Hit a nigga with the goddamn. Hit a nigga with the goddamn. Hit a nigga with the goddamn.
Keep me an ambulance, aka that's a ratchet bitch, smoking grade A, no average. On the block with my niggas shooting crap and shit. Been to a lot of places, no shadow shit. OKC middle map and shit. About to blast off like a rocket shit. Blast off like a rocket shit. Spin 6A3, make another flip. Hit your stupid ass with the goddamn. Now.
Cyclone, still a hawk, now I'm higher than I ever been. TC, DMT, little LSD. TC, DMT, little LSD. At home on the couch, vacation. Money get a nigga up, running with the loaded pump. Gotta keep it in the trunk on soft on set. We don't ever have to punch her.
Goddamn remix featuring Tony Tone, Jay Pacino, Paulo Fibonacci, The Last Prince, The Only Poet.
Hit a nigga with the goddamn. Hit a nigga with the goddamn. Hit a nigga with the goddamn.
There's one track that was here, I can't even remember the name of it. There's one track that was here
Sometimes get all wet.
that I was playing. The one that I used for the promo.
I mean, that's I've been on the drop one liners. Rocket shades, nigga, no designer. Flex away flow, nigga, rapping recliner. Most times I just clock out, then I go straight home. Hit the bed, then I'm knocked out. And it's all because I'm stoned. Nigga sleep, bust balls in the go ahead and smoke one. Tell me call to the nail, she broke one. Going down off for a bad bitch, I broke one. After that, I go late. Say now, I'm a big kid, welcome to my playground. Just like me, how the fuck that they sound. I think the love is fucking way now. Should be dropping any motherfucking day now. We're all hungry. Tell the truth, we ain't take a pay cut. Trying to make sure my niggas just stay up. Shit easy, tone with the layup. If you owe bread, then you better pay up. I can't see why the niggas hate us and why the ladies all want to date us. It's all cause that nigga just can't bust his girl mad cause he ain't us. Hit a nigga with the goddamn. 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 goddamn. Hit a nigga with the hit a nigga with the goddamn god. Hit a nigga with the goddamn. Hit a nigga with the goddamn.
Jimmy boy, yeah, you should hear the way. Cold as hell in those COVID days. Last faith through a dark and haze. Jimmy, goddamn man. Need the light but can't see a thing. Wind the breeze in the midst of schemes. Clouded dreams with the loathing fiends. Lonely road for a gift and beam. Home alone on a clouded dream. Write my rhyme, visiting me. The coast to
Okay, I just shared you all my music.
pushing my way, but you check on my feet. That's to the land, out for the cake, not holding no hate. Can you pass me a plate? One that lost on rich in the States. Proper nigga, but
Enemy climbing forward, infinity, enemy, when the sins are enemies, friends are few and affinity, family fuck like the Kennedys, funded films about trilogies, hidden in plain sight.
My homie Otto Fibonacci.
Fantasy, maybe it's all this green, repeated my mind is peeking over the enemy. Climbing forward, infinity, enemy, when the sins are enemies, friends are peeking over the climbing forward, infinity, enemy, when the sins are enemies, friends are few and affinity, family fuck like the Kennedys, funded films about trilogies, hidden in plain sight.
Name the track.
Like I'm from Tennessee, maybe it's all green and repeated. Kings, we eat lost and shit and keep walking, keep talking. Wipe my ass on your cheeks off, and you only the shit, cause you not washing. I'm only not famous, cause I don't want it. Your lyrics is hot, but like garbage. Put Spider-Man on the beat, and I'll be carnage. Wise Kings with so
Spider-Man on the beat, and I beat carnage. Okay. Okay. I gotta pull that up.
Shit, cause you not watching. I'm only not famous, cause I don't want it. Your lyrics is hot, but like garbage. Put Spider-Man on the beat, and I'll be carnage. Wise Kings, we so holy in our garments. I need them so conceited. Flip over performance, rolling green like Snoop. Into the contest, I'm so blessed when I'm stressed. I act honored. One eye on the string, the other eye on the varmint. I'm harder than Carmen. You something softer than Charmin. So rude to a bitch, but to a woman, I'm charming. You searching for Cardi B, I'm looking for Lauren. Until I find her, I'll be courting Jennifer Lawrence. All these rap cats, got spaz, I will not last. Generate heat, I will burn my ads at the half-ass. All these rap cats that do not spaz, I will not last.
Oh, go back. I was about to smoke that.
Okay. All right. All right.
Like I'm out of Oregon, trying to come back. On my ass at the half-ass. All these rap cats that do not spaz, I will not lack to generate heat. I will burn trash like I'm out of Oregon, trying to come back. On my ass at the half-ass. All these rap cats that do not spaz, I will not lack to generate heat. I will burn trash like I'm out of Oregon, trying to come back. On my ass at the half-ass.
Okay, ready? The monster.
Hazardous, haphazard, mad master, the gag grabber, the cash flasher. I got it for going hard, so you going far. For work, to feed the squad, put the mic in the crib, lecture with lectures, I'll live you a skeptic, flip dead, disrespected the kid, flow is unmatched. Redirected the biz, couldn't settle with this, never missing lessons again. Fuck niggas won't change, accepted again, gave tools, made moves. I'm a veteran in this, rapping for the regular Joes, latest separate exposed, all these negligent hoes. How you confess how to fold, niggas ain't made with the bowl. Got played out of the boat, didn't sustain in the drought. When you sit it out, hope you see now that it's me, clown. A feet found, then I reached out, smoked this on some whole shit, focused on motion. The slower shit going, the faster fakes folding. You can see how it settled. Hazardous to have had, mad at your low cash. How your life go bad. Cause you got
Glad I went back. Glad I went back for that one. Yo, listen. If you don't know already, you listening to the only
I'm screaming this out,
Tyrell Effect live. Right
Like
now we on 13 different channels.
I make moves,
You know what I mean? Broadcasting
In the booth, over the pain, I'm screaming this out. Reading it route, keeping shit, we in them out. Not even trying to see a way out. I made moves so that I could be a way out. I really brought smoke to niggas for a decade. That's the best way I can explain how I bless games. Rolling L's, press and play on raps. QC till death, who can hate on that? Put murders on hooks, relapse, put tone on tracks. This about to be a photo fact. Ask Kush God how I blow that pack with no hold back and can't go back. I wouldn't change it. Shit was flagrant. Still I paid, show patience. Met some kings in Egypt, shared a dream with them, left and found peace. Met a whole beast, hollering on beats, right there with me through thick and thin. Lit again, many men seen effects of what I'm pitching in. Slight correction, then spit it again. Rolling blunts, trying to finish a hit. Greatness was made in my home. In the booth, over the pain, I'm screaming this out. Reading like route, keeping shit, leading them out. Not even trying to see a way out. I did that. I made moves so that I could be a way out. Over the pain, I'm screaming this out. Reading them out, keeping shit, we in them out. Not even trying to see a way out. I make moves so that I could be a way out.
In the booth, over the pain, I'm sparking the flame. They know my name. King with X and ice in the game. The only poet, money gang, and I'm on the flame. Place is the same, trying to maintain codeine in my brain. Poet ate up for all my homies that got slain. Free all my niggas out the bond. They done did they time, put all my ice on. Racing to the finish line. Who slick in the eye? Quotes of the sick ass. Hot as the sun, they call me the prodigy son. I'm rolling up the smoke till it's done. I've been grinding harder, so I need my bread right low. Eat for the toast, and you know I come out the low. Get into my brain, poet ate up for all my slain. Free all my niggas out the bond. They done did they time, put all my ice on. Racing to the finish line. Who slick in the eye? Quotes of the sick ass lines. As hot as the sun. They call me the prodigal one, a prodigy son. I'm rolling up the smoke till it's done. I've been grinding harder, so I need my bread right low. The heat for the toast, and you know I come out the low. Get it out the snow. The ski with no smoke. This tragic goal is dope, but just smoke. And try not to lean on my coat. Or why you take the dick down your throat.
Good morning, America. We would like to welcome you to Flower Power Academy. Wrong side left, roll it out to your right.
Shout out to my homie Tony Tone.
Tony Tone. And the only poet. Oh man. You about to know it.
We just like to split, we just like to split. You can take a whiff, you can take a whiff. Get an air sniff, get an air sniff. Before you ask to get a joint and fucking hit. You can hit this. You can hit this. You can hit this. You can hit this. Okay. Nigga, I'm back for my second session. Stay the fast bitch out in the discretion. These niggas whack no fuck in the election. I guess I do use protection. On 28, nigga, we gon' roll it up. If we need to, nigga, so we gon' hold it up. No ID, but make sure that they old enough. Put my verse in the freezer, make sure it's cold enough. And then I call my sister, see how she holding up. Just make sure these dollars keep fucking folding up. Me and my niggas take a just roll, yes, and dreaming that the mixtape sold enough. My nigga T.O. on the G.O. We drinking P.O. Just fun for us on my P.O. Cold like a Frio. I got the C-No, and then I'm king of the land like a motherfucking Leo. We just like to split, we just like to split. You can take a whiff, you can take a whiff. Get an air sniff, get an air sniff. Before you ask to get a joint and fucking hit this. You can hit this. You can hit this. You can hit this. You can hit this.
Yo, I sent you a link on Messenger. Open that joint up.
I put the water in the motherfucking bones, and then I hit it. all night long, coughing up a lung. If you hit it wrong, it's the reasoning beside this whole fucking song. Someone please pass me the fucking papers. I get high as hell off the fucking vapors, so loud that they can smell it at the neighbors. And then the neighbors started asking me for favors. They asked me if they could get a fucking Grammy though. I heard my shit be motherfucking slamming, yo. We need a closer look, we trying to examine though.
Yeah, but you could go right to YouTube with it, but you could download.
I don't even think I gave him an edible, but I can say this weed is credible. Man, this shit deserve the fucking metal though. Going to the top, why should I settle though? I'm a flames, please give me the kettle hole. Since a young go been a motherfucking rebel hole. I'm trying to go up just a fucking level though. I guess I'm dancing with the motherfucking devil though. Although it's growing, yes you see. We all grinding just trying to get a bezel. We all grinding just trying to get a bezel hole. We just like to spliff, we just like to spliff. You can take a whiff, you can take a whiff. Get the air sniff, get the air sniff. Before you ask to get a joint to fucking hit, you can't hit this. You can't hit this.
I gotta play another one.
You can't hit this. You can hit this.
Tell nigga. Go ahead and run this. So you get that black water out.
Make sure you rise above all this madness out here.
Yeah.
2 steps on the top. Make moves in a boot. You move to a coupe. Live loose in the loops. Kick shit. Flips. Risk. Outweigh all awards. Posting. Grabbing the boards, low, stacking of course, off a regular path, both hands in the bag, rolling up the stone rocks with the dabs, in the blood burning, smoking away all my cash. These plants is covering my mindset. Time spent the highest, from rooms at the Hyatt to lounges for members to buy in. Loud city outfit riding, writing and supplying a life for me to slide in. Grinding, shots to Gio, cause I'm on shit, pinning and reading the law scripts, go from a legend to strong piff, holding my weapon and call this, go on in, pinning for people that's logged in, stuck in the letters and lost in, all of this prejudice nonsense, my record is measured and flawless, I'm at all this dog shit, humans who hate the small shit,
Would you let me play it?
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Lucky Emmanuel saying that we should collaborate.
We definitely can. I'll as soon as we get done with this, I'll shoot you my email. I'll get on any beat. I'm with whatever.
At the Hyatt to lounges for members to buy in.
Scavenger for beats is insane. Lord, hollow me so I should eat the remains. I collect overhead, no undermine. Best come with mine. You owe me like overtime. Highs, hold up, hawk on his throw up. Put the rig, bitten. Keys need the preaching his lyrics. All I need is soapbox and some in the porn. Paper regurgitates you born. You extra the one extra the that's oversight. Hearts oversight. I'm cold as ice, old as light. Fibonacci twice as white. That's after the afterlife. The light within the poltergeist. Most apocalyptic, no one's hiding. Fibonacci see what they ignore. I'm just saying. Podcasting a plan, broadcast to the land. Bars on top of bars, bar hopping on jams. Soul seeking through the scam, scheming the man.
It's like when you exchange jerseys and what we doing? You gotta give me that order. No, don't worry about him. What we doing? That ain't gonna do it. You that great hoodie.
All right, let me do a sound check. Tell me if you can hear me, if it's too loud or if I should turn it up or what.
Okay.
I know how I go. I got 1,000 raps written. Imagine 10 years of these beats. How is that? Okay.
Always need more. Act like he don't know how it goes.
This off my album Prophecy.
Okay.
Imagine 10 years of these beats, rapping like me, no regular feats, just lessons to teach, and records I reach, then always need more, down with the cause, bound to get lost, with no chase to the greats, my weight in the state, I made it away, 2 years early and 3 too late, I'm still in shape, my pit ain't shaped, it been that way, like midnight gray, I know the hustle when I go with the vibes, through overtime, my people got no sense of pride, that's how it's set up. A real setup, they don't tell us, they too jealous, they don't respect us, give us illusions that we elect them. In a row, we reconnect them, reinvent them, it all changed, it's just that, it goes back, the whip don't crack, but we snap and relapse from feedback. That's why we in these times, the hiding crime, the righteous pie that y'all divide, living them lives, too tough to admit that you full of shit. Instead, just quit. What a wish, the lit. See your nigga.
Stamps.
Young boys, OG.
No stamps.
Straight fiend, memes, a straight scheme, create
playing, bro.
To no degree, just try to set your fuckers on the scene from green. All sitting lean with perks. Rehearse the reparation. Preparation. These pillars fucking flagrant, enslavement, displacing, racist, then faking, made it through this, taking it, keep cut away from it, running in, taking licks, leave it off from greatnesses, paying through the slaving shit, making everything I spend in, pay from it, slinging piss, money from plants, running like winds, no stamps, but I'm stamped. What is the chance that in my stance I will advance and make a plan? I gotta gain a lot of stains, feel my pain and rearrange the only code. Said, yeah. I gotta gain a lot of stains, feel my pain and rearrange. Stamps, no stamps. Jason Wicks made it off the grave sis. Payments through the slave and shit.
This my homie, the Last Prince. This his album, Blackwater. This shit is fire.
Okay. Bro, like I said, anybody you can vet that's down to have the album reviewed, I opened the door to bridge the gap and make that connection, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm going to let people know about you. There's a couple of artists that I'm going to talk to, put them onto your name, you know what I mean? So, with that being said, where can people find you?
Look out, right, left, have you shook out? No, look out, back out, he's in the workhouse.
I'm everywhere. I am everywhere. YouTube, Spotify, Audio Mac, Facebook, iTunes, fucking the Jim Boys page on Facebook. I am literal everywhere possible. Like, just Google search The Only Poet, all one word, no spaces. The Only Poet. I'm everywhere, bro. You gotta figure out how to pull up the music so you can spin it on the turntables. All those tracks, they everywhere.
I'm gonna make it my mark. Like I said, if you send me the link to the page, I can find it easier. But because I've had a couple of issues where I look up an artist and someone else has their name, and I end up downloading the wrong songs. But I could get, like, if I could get that, and then I'll just go through it this week.
Which links? Like YouTube or what?
Yeah, like usually the YouTube link works, but this one that I have right now is just lucky. So let me see if I can.
I got you right now. I'm gonna send one right now.
Hold on. Let me copy this right here. This is your page right here. That could be why. That could be why, because I'm copying your whole channel thing, not the link. So okay. Bro, say no more. I have your whole thing right here.
Play those. Play any of those.
Hold on, featuring Loaded Lux.
Play it.
Let me play that shit. Hold on. Let me play that shit right here. Tell me if you can hear it. That's a commercial. Everybody's got to pay their bills, right?
Everybody got to pay the bills. I respect it. It's just how you do it and what you promote.
Yep. Can you hear it?
It's a little low.
Looking around, going through my prime, trying to get it done, and can press the one, lessons in my mind. From a less accepted time got by, and surely we find, I think on the crown, accepted this mind, settle this time, regular fine, invested in mind, spark at the dime, know it yourself, I know how it while smoking the air came through me, the nation appears, the way that we swear is basically fear, away from the mirror, chasing what's red, the way that we swear is basically fear, away from the mirror, chasing what's red.
No, it's not letting me do it.
Political payments, making rearrangements just to try to stay going super saiyan. Kept me off the street, let it breathe while I'm Chelsea under in the green, speaking on steam, maybe rest in peace, shots to murder. The same first with the same work, call me Chris God, one of the good guns, I just took hard and it took time to a savage.
All right, there we go. Okay.
Looking all right, at a lost fight. If you keep it real, cut the beat and still, simple how you feel, teach you how to deal, bring it back at will. I ain't like a skill, what is past the kill? There's a message in it, you accept the finish, that was left the limit, you was seeking witness, but can't see the
You just don't give a fuck about the feelings in this one, do you? Just
nope.
Leaving no time on the beat.
I feel you. So you need the MP3 to be able to put it on the board.
Yeah, but I think I just got it. Whew. That is just too much right there. That is just too much, and I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure how well the listeners heard that, so I'm looking for it right now. I'm looking for it right now so I can throw it in the folder, because that has to pull up. That has to pull up. So now, Loaded Lux, how did that happen?
I just used it. I reached out to him. He heard it. He said it was all right if I put it out, so I put it out.
Oh shit. Man's humble.
That was his that was a sample of his Hot 97 freestyle, which was fire as fuck, so I used it.
Okay. Let me add this to your folder on this computer now, so I can play your music through. I got it right there. So when I put it there, it should show up right there. And it's called Every Time. So for those of you who wanted to hear what that sounded like, it's like this.
Yeah, it's your boy Loaded Lux. You know what's up when I'm rolling up.
Every time you get a line, a Corona gets some line.
poetry's refined.
Better off catching Farrakhan at a trunk than being like a thug. 100 rounds, meet you at the club. You're in the guy.
Working 5 to 5, I'm trying to get by. My mama implied the pain from inside, the must to provide. Structure define, lifting the line. Trying to get a dime, press rewind, lectures in my mind from a less acceptive time. If Martin got by, then surely we fine. I think on the crown, the separatist mind, to settle the shine from regular fines, invested in minds, the scarf that's a dime, but blow it yourself. I know how it felt in the L. It came clear to me. The nation appears. The way that we swear is basically fear. Away from the near, from chasing what's rare. The way that we swear is basically fear. Away chasing what's rare. Why run it back? All these terror tactics, how we dwell in madness, they complete the tragic and we pay to have it. Gotta speak to people who aren't seen as equal. Out in Puerto Rico, Trump must see the sequel. All this devastation, counterpunctual hatred, made it from the basement. Politic with payments, making rearrangement just to try to stay in. Going super saiyan, shots to Fibonacci, kept me off the streets. Let a nigga breathe, start getting cheese. Chelsea on her knees, candy in the greens. Thinking on scheme, may he rest in peace. Shimmers in the same verse that I blaze first with the same work. Call me Kush God, rolling good guns. Y'all just look hard in the tough times. You a savage, Cardi B is average. I ain't saying sharp. It's just deep and jagged. All this pain we passing, got you self-attacking. We have lost sight, looking all right.
Like, and you're sitting here like so humble and so, you know what I mean? So just confident with such poise. And then I'm listening to this, I'm like, wait a minute, this man is just devouring the beat right now.
You were sleeping.
We accept the sentence that was left for limits.
Diddy, Biggie chair, sneak square, have your balls up and get both up.
For the hell of it, rap, for the hell of it, do it to settle it. It's irrelevant, niggas it evident, so they intelligent. I'm back on my game, watch what they say while taking away the level of hate we face as a race. Shit just pop off, and that's why you locked up. And you gotta watch us. Who got the juice if you popped up? I'm giving a lot up while lifting the squad for different bravado, but little did I know there was convos discussing my high notes, some slumps and tight ropes. I jumped and might coast my right to flight road, discussing my high notes, some slumps and tight ropes. I jump and might coast.
Jeez, the man went in on the track. The only poet, you know what I mean? Repping Buffalo, repping
OKC. 50, 60, or 70 of those.
Are those?
Of those.
You have, bro, we gotta talk. we gotta talk. Like
that YouTube page is gigantic. It's full of tracks. The Prophecy album.
I haven't opened on my computer right now. Let me make sure. Let me go back to it. Yeah, I got this whole thing right here. This whole page. Yeah, I got the whole page. That's all you gotta do is got a list. Scrolls, 4 scrolls, 5 scrolls, 7 scrolls at the bottom of the page.
Play any of it.
Poet, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all about to know about him. This gonna take me I'm gonna have to set aside a day just to get these tracks. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? We gonna put in this work. We gonna bridge that gap. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see any reason why we can't work together, or we can't move forward. You know what I mean? As a unit, like, just put aside any of those preconceived notions and just make things happen. Y'all heard some of his tracks. Y'all been hearing him. If I got that list before, it's all y'all would have been hearing for the last hour and a half or more. Straight up. But check out The Only Poet, all one word, on YouTube. Check him out on Facebook. Check him out everywhere.
Anywhere.
You know what I mean? You gotta find this man, because, like, you know what I find? This is what, like, I going back to the people, and I'm sorry, people. I love y'all. You know what I mean? Canada, America, North America, wherever you at. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. But I just want to know why y'all wait till we get where we going before you start to show support.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's probably people in Buffalo right now looking at you like, oh shit, he's out in OKC. Now he's making connections with a man in Canada. The same way there's people looking at me like, oh shit, he's out in Niagara making connections with a man in OKC. Where were you when I was trying to make connections with you, though?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
exactly right.
That's what's up. It's unfortunate because you have to look at those scenarios and say, all right, well, I had a quarter tank of gas and nobody was around. I have a half a tank of gas and I have 2 passengers. My tank is full. Why am I doing 3 trips around town? No. No. So, oh man, the back this article in the magazine, you have these tracks coming out. So, what the only poet?
Videos. Shooting 3 or 4 videos, 5 or 6 videos, collaboration albums. I'm trying to work with people from Canada. I'm trying to go to California. Trying to spread the word that music is more than just bopping and drugs and killing shit. People should be saying something, speaking for something. Our grandkids deserve like a namesake, so fuck it.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. And I think that's why, as I said, that we'd be on the same the same wavelength because, bro, I don't even, like, I have a different approach to my art. You know what I mean? I want to, when I put shows together, I want them to be events. You know what I mean? So I'm particular in the course that I take with certain things. And, I mean, we've been kicking it now for the last hour. We played some of your music. Chopped it up. We talked about the magazine Culture Shock. Check out the Culture Shock magazine. sharetheshock.ca/issue-5 or issue-5, whatever you call it. But the Culture Shock magazine is up online. We're working on the 6th issue right now. I recently looked over my 20-year plan and a magazine was actually on there. You know what I mean? So I'm in a position now where, like, I have the podcasting studio, I have the production studio, I got, you know what I mean, I got the camera equipment, I got the lighting, I have, like, I'm in a position where I feel like I'm sitting in a catapult with it like arched back like this because I can only do so much given the restrictions and whatnot. But I'm just in that catapult waiting for it to just
right.
And as soon as it does, I'm just right to my destination. I have a couple of things planned. I've spoken to at least 5 different groups about planning an event, and they're all dedicated to their craft, so I know they're going to come out to it. And that's all I really need, those 5 groups, and I'm laughing. If 3 of those 5 groups come out, we have a hell of a show. You know what I mean? So, and I would even be open to like the virtual performance aspect of it, if I could make it work properly. You know what I mean? Or even like, and I'm saying this right now, I guarantee in saying it, you're gonna experience a Terrell effect because someone's gonna try and do it, mail in your performance, like, you know what I mean, and then have it played on like a projector or something like that, or a TV, so people can, you know what I mean, get set up in between.
That's fine.
There's too many things that we can do. So, like, I'm glad to see that you're moving. You're not letting like complications for you, and you're doing what you need to do for you. That's dope, man. That's powerful because you don't know who's watching you, right? And like, and that's why, like, I mean, right now I'm overdressed, but you know what I mean. I don't feel like I put myself together properly in a minute, so I had to just do it. You know what I mean? I just had to pull myself together and just be like, okay, they look at me different when I'm dressed like this. You know what I mean? I just take that and know, say, I'm doing something, and it's like I said, man, like everybody I've spoken to about you as Johnny, you know what I mean? They both hold you in high regard. And I see why. You know what I mean? I see why. You're good people. and like it's been dope. You know what I mean, to chop it up because like you think so much space in between. Like what common ground do we have? Well, we have a lot. You know what I mean? The music,
right.
the mentality, the direction. Like if you do come northward, you know what I mean. Remember Niagara region. You know what I mean? Pop in. Well, like if I have anything to do with it, you'll be set up nice. You know what I mean? We'll get you into a couple of these. I'll try and get you in a couple of these clubs that are out here, like Niagara Falls and stuff like that. I know some people that are working out here too, and like just with the movement that we have going on, like I'm so proud of what these people I know are doing, bro. Like there's so many people that are just heavyweights right now, and they don't even realize how heavy their weight is because they're just humble and they're doing their thing, and they have their head down and they're just charging forward. You know what I mean? So that's so dope. We got like things like weekly words happening. That happens every Friday at the Upper Space. It's a free flow Friday, so basically, bands them get together, they chop it up, and then they bust a freestyle. You know what I mean? There's that. That's hosted by Big Dubs and Green Tree Records. In the Upper Space, which is run by Christy Hales. Shout out to all of y'all for doing your thing. I'm going to be on there. I think it's April 16th or some shit like that. So I'll be out there dropping my flow. You know what I mean? I sent over some beats to him already, and he played them. You know what I mean? He played them in the rotation, so I got to shout him out for that. He was actually, Big Dubs was on the cover, one of the covers of the Culture Shock magazine with Green Tree Records. So, you know what I mean? The man's like, and not just because he's on the magazine, but he's making moves, you know what I mean? So, like, seeing all of these things happening here and there, it's just, okay, that's good. I'm going to support that. That's good. I'm going to support that. And, bro, if that kind of mentality can spread through more people, laughing. They don't want nothing good for us. They don't want nothing good for us.
Right.
Yeah. So, what better to do than get as great as we can?
That's a fact.
Straight up. So, yeah, man. I got a couple.
Download all the music. Let's sit down again. We could set it up to fire up some freestyles or whatever. We could do that later on today or tomorrow. I'm around.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to sit down with you again, and we're gonna talk. Like, I have this thing up right here. I'm gonna be downloading that as I go through the day. Today, tomorrow. I think I have. Okay, I'm not sure. Yeah, soon time. Like this week. This week, even if we just get on here and we just play some beats, and then like you play a beat on your side and freestyle to it, then I'll play a beat on my side, freestyle to it. See if we can toss it back and forth without the delay, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Let's make some moves. Like I said, we're broadcasting on 13 different channels right now, so that people are seeing us and taking notice. And then tonight, or I'm going to be on the Savage Circle, and we have a commercial to promote our featured guest.
Yeah.
That's
dope.
I clicked it. All right, so yeah, we got a whole bunch of personality online tonight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to my co-hosts, and I'm gonna see if we can book you in on a day where we only have one in-house guest, and we'll book you online.
All right.
Because as far as I know, we're booked up until like September.
Work. I feel you. I feel that. All right.
You know what I mean? And like I do have candid conversations where I can book you in before then for sure. I think that's booking in like I think the first date I have is in March, the first week of March, the first Wednesday of March.
I'm with it.
Next week we have FX May Vary on the show on Candid Conversations, as well as on Savage Circle we have Penny Moon and LG, and we got a commercial for that.
Get high and elevate. Get high and elevate.
He had the commercials ready to just play.
Yeah. That was Johnny Armani on the track. Lonzy G, you know what I mean? It's gonna be in the building. Penny Moon, the building. Gonna be making some noise, bro. It's like I feel so blessed. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's easy to talk about how life's shitty and how complications are happening, but realistically speaking, if I look at everything that's happening for me right now, including this conversation, I feel very blessed because there's more going on than people even realize. But I gotta reload you because you're frozen on the screen. Hold up. Wait, let me see if this will work. No, that didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna refresh you. Yeah. Reload.
Can you hear me?
We're on so many different chapters right now. The rundown. We're on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn.
That's fire.
Yeah. And on YouTube, there's 3 channels. On Facebook, there's 4 channels. And yeah. Oh man. So yeah, so there's a lot of people that are tuning in across different streams, and then we rebroadcast. I'm gonna start rebroadcasting on Tuesday at 12 till 2, so that people can see, you know what I mean, what they might have missed. So, oh my gosh, bro, I can't. You know when you have something good and you want to talk about it, but you don't want it to get too far beyond.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So yeah. Yeah, there's just too much, and I like behind the scenes. We're gonna talk. We're gonna politic. We gotta find a way to, you know what I mean, let these people know that there's no joking going on right now. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with the WWE at all. Some people call it corny or whatever, but like, I feel if I watch UFC, I might get too violent a perspective, so I just kind of taper it back. You know what I mean? But I find my old persona is emerging. Like in the youth of my adulthood, I adopted the persona Brock Lesnar, right? Because like I just walked in, wrecked shit, left. Like I walked in, this is okay, you're performing, that's fine. Everybody's looking at me. All right, you're done? All right, cool. I'm gone. You know what I mean? Like I was reckless. So like that persona kind of evolved into a more mature state where I don't just I don't go intentionally to take people's attention away from the subject, but like I know that I'm capable. Like before, like the Brock Lesnar of old, he was like, he didn't have what I have now. You know what I mean? Right. Some of the equipment wasn't there. He didn't have some of the support systems. You know what I mean? The network wasn't there. The content wasn't there. Now that I have all of that behind me, bro, this is the 220th episode. That is, you know what I mean? Like, and again, I'm honored to have you on here because artists like you make this possible and make it worthwhile. It makes it more, you know what I mean? It makes it more fruitful. So, so you know what I mean? To take the time out, especially with all the complications that happened earlier, it was just, I was juggling, then I was spinning plates, but we're here now. We got this stuff going on. Man, it's been dope. It's been dope still.
It has been. I'm happy to be a part of this and gonna be even happier to move forward with you. So let's just keep the loop tight. Yeah. I'm sharing everything and supporting everybody.
I see that, man. So yeah, man, that's big because that's the big thing. That's one of the big things too. Some people see it, know that it needs to be shared, and just scroll past. Nah, man, we all have to do our part. Like if you wake up one day and see that there's peer likes on your page, it's because that's the only time I had to get to it. You know what I mean? Straight up. So forgiveness in advance. But yeah, man, let's what else do we got here? We got a couple tracks we could play for them still. I got this GXF.
Oh, wait.
The Mafia. Heavy hitter.
Mechanical bullshit. These animals full of it. Patrolling and pulling grips. Shooting and suffering. Looting for love again. Proving in the public eye. The feeling legitimate. The system want us to die. Niggas getting high to escape time. Great minds, think slow. Pete, bro, this heat go easy as a free throw with cheat codes. I seen those, the long pain, hard ways, the tough days, lunch breaks right through the shift. Mike in a bitch, light and intense, fighting the friction from the top of the fence. Trying to repent, making me sick. Won't admit that you ain't shit. The only poet.
Heavy hitter. The Mafia.
Bars for days, injected and settled. I met you some mellow. Don't leave until you achieve. My pet peeve is squander potential. You could go from in line to getting lined up over an issue. T.O. nigga. Waiting on the track from Fibonacci, I'm a still slay, it's on me. QC, HO, and you know that's OD. Still bagging up, but the game ain't changed. My lane saturated, it's aggravated. I'm done with that. Kick it to me, I'ma run it back. Towing lines, loaded rhymes, overhead. Most of the time, the banging beat, bringing back. Championship, slay off bout. I made y'all out, sending shots to take y'all out.
It's almost like you force them to listen to what you're saying.
Day, the Broadway,
and you give them enough time to understand.
No figures in
not just like lyrics,
lyrics, you know what I mean? My flow
like
vicious,
lyrics,
I'm 6'3" with hit
bars.
Speed.
Hold on to that,
the cut,
now you juggling, get some more.
Top
you know what I mean?
Like, fuck, high in the clutch. When it matter, I'm showing up. I put words to drums and kicks like punt and kiss. Love the lift, gotta get it. Pay attention with closed eyes. You can see I'm about it. You can feel the vibe, the lectures, the lies, the message to minds. Niggas out of shape and out of line. Played it patient with time, the grind, the phase, the climb, the rage, the rhymes. It all hit. And I called it since late nights on Warden, ducking tones, swerving pigs. The work I did, we blowing big. rolling nicks. Then we started smoking spliffs.
Let me tell you something. 30 years ago, we would have been strung up in somebody's street, getting hung.
Cops taking shots. Niggas ain't on the block, only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. Niggas ain't on the block, only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. Niggas ain't on the block, only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. Niggas ain't on the block, only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. Niggas ain't on the block, only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. Niggas ain't on the block, only cops sending shots. Keep it real, it ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. Niggas ain't on the block, only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Nothing to say to these commentators. The proof of the product you go and weigh it. Sit in my sketch pad out of line. Every neglected over rhyme. I give them respect to no applause. These fuckers be hating, they grow with time. The love that they grace you with fake. Sit in your face and cape. Instead of niggas being great, they out of shape, overweight. Couldn't shake the third plate. Out of space over grapes. Cause your guy got it laced. Loaded something in the face. Rolled up, ran a race. Brought it back to plead the case. Didn't tell no way. I watch it and wait. From the fall, niggas ain't on the block. Only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. Tell nigga. Yeah. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Niggas ain't on the block. Only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. Niggas ain't on the block. Niggas ain't on the block. Only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. Niggas ain't on the block, only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. This beat deserve this. This beat deserve this. I swerve for working. I work the worst and defer to not a soul. I'm out the bowl, go with flow. Out the bowl, go with flow. On the road, go. Coast to a show. Higher than most. Applying the post. Hype off what I wrote. That's how it go. Dudes already know. Every beat getting toast. On shit I could go. Niggas ain't on the block, sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. Niggas ain't on the block, only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Niggas ain't on the block, only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud. It ain't hard getting on. Get in touch with a blog. Niggas ain't on the block, only cops sending shots. Keep it real, you a fraud.
We gonna be winning around here is a tag team belt. Let me tell you something. I don't like being up there. I was getting off a car. I slipped and fell. It's like a practice spin. You know what I'm saying? Nothing for the rednecks up here. Nothing for Jesus. Nothing
You know that shit, and you never did it. Never ever did it. Never ever done it. Never. You get you know that shit, and you never did it. Never know that shit, and you never know that shit. You know that shit, and you never did it. Never ever did it. Never ever done it. You get proud for nothing, turn nothing to something. When I'm close, you come
my tune right here.
Not they bustin'. Yeah, fucking all that shit. You
never
ever done it. Ever. You get proud for nothing, turn nothing to something. When I'm close, you come.
Niggas rapping on tracks, they strapped up with max. It's all an act, no cap. I won't relax or fall back. You ain't never did shit. You lying all on your hits. Quick, sucking dick for a flip. Bitch, you don't know worth or value. It is easy to see. I write and I read, see what we can be. Your favorite MC, he left it to me. Double H.O. and QCG. It's supposed to be made, places to meet. Goals you can reach if we get through the speech. It's supposed to be made, places to meet. Goals you can reach if we get through the speech. Rest in peace, Sandra, and fuck the police. Yeah, Geo nigga.
Talking all that shit, and you never did it. Never ever did it. Never ever done it. Never. You get proud for nothing. Turn up into something. When I'm coming, when I'm not, they bustin'.
all that shit, and you never did it. Shut up, never ever did it. Never ever done it. Ever. You can't promise me nothing. Nothing is something. When I'm close, you coming.
I'm that nigga the Kunta kid too. Memory fucked, I might forget you. Some of these niggas be busted. Some of my niggas be hustling. When a nigga off that Jackie, yo, but a trick can't tell me nothing. Everybody saying that they love me, but will their actions show me something? But your bitch wanna tune into my feed. Money getting old like the shit blue cheese. Steady flipping through the loose leaf. Knocking niggas white like the teeth. Hole in my soul like Jesus. Middle finger up to that white Jesus. You sucking up to my pleas. Expecting these hoes on their knees when they greet us.
Talking all that shit, and you never did it. Never ever did it. Never ever done it. Never. You get nothing.
Definitely a close second.
Nothing to something. When I'm close, you coming. When I'm not,
it's a banger still.
All that shit,
Even if you can't dance, you can move to this shit. You know what I mean? Like, this covers everybody's, it covers all bases, you know what I mean? If you can break dance and do all that shit, you can kick some fucking serious shit with that. But if you can, if all you got is your little left and right, it got you too. It makes you look like, and it slows down even slower so you can actually find the beat. He's helping everybody out with this shit right now. You know what I mean? Like, y'all got some fucks with him. TheOnlyPoet. Y'all got the bar cam. Y'all got the block cam. Y'all got the TheOnlyPoet on here. We're expanding. Later on tonight, you're going to catch me on the Savage Circle. It's going to be a podcast, a potluck podcast, where, you know what I mean, we shoot the breeze while we get some good eats. That starts around 7 p.m. Shout outs to DUI for popping in, the Boneyard, TJ Palmer, as well as Amanda Shills from Sofa City Sounds. Expose the North, we go there and beyond. We have Candid Conversations that happens every Wednesday at 6 p.m. We got Daddy Daughter Time that's starting again every Friday at 4:30. Tough Talks with Tilly and the Block. That happens on Sundays, and specifically the Sunday before pay-per-view. We got the Terrell Effect. You know what I mean? Again, shout outs to Boneyard and Sofa City Sounds, as well as DUI. Before we head out, though, is there anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out to all the creators. Shout out my mom, all my homies. Last Prince, all the Gym Boys, Tony Tone, Hollow Fibonacci, my man's Murs, Johnny Armani making the link. It's always love. Money Gang, what up? You know, I see you. Free my homies. I'm just keeping it humble and working hard, maintaining the craft.
That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Honestly, the least amount of songs we should do is an EP. You know what I mean? At first, I was like, I should collab with this man, and then I heard you talk. I'm like, nah, we gotta speak to the people. we gotta people. So, yeah, man, let's make that happen. All right, cool. So, yeah, man, I think this is a good time. Hour and a half. They heard some of your music. They heard us politic. They know that, you know what I mean? As much as we're not rappers, ladies and gentlemen, we're creatives. You know what I mean? There's a difference. A rapper can't do what we do.
Right.
And there's no discredit to them. Rappers are essential to what we do. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we're past that. We're evolved to a point where we're overseeing our careers and directing them in a way that is fruitful and beneficial to us. It's not just, I'm going to jump on that beat. It's like, how can we work? You know what I mean? So, oh man, again, I'm humbled, grateful, and appreciative of you coming through. Let's work. For those of you at Spreaker.com, I've been talking to TheOnlyPoet. For those of you watching on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, I appreciate y'all. But just like that, we are gone. All right, boom.